Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Community Safety. Last fall, I hosted a press conference to bring attention to the contraband tobacco problem in this province. I highlighted the fact that there has been a 37% increase in contraband tobacco use since 2014 and that contraband tobacco products are more accessible than ever. These products are unregulated and harmful, and they help to fund organized crime rings that threaten the safety of Ontarians. But instead of protecting Ontarians from harm, this government has sat on their hands watching our province become the top producer of contraband tobacco in the country. So my question to the minister is, why has the government allowed contraband tobacco to thrive at the expense of Ontarian safety?
Minister of Finance and Correctional Services. You do identify you first.
I apologize.
Thank you. Minister of Finance.
Minister of Finance.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I appreciate the question. This is a very important issue. We have been trying to battle the contraband tobacco, ensuring that the underground economy and the criminal activity gets curbed. In the 2017 budget, which you voted against, included a number of measures in regards to this. One was to go after the items acquired from or used during offences under the Tobacco Act, which now must be forfeited. We restricted the importation and possession of cigarette filter components, going after the wholesale activity, which is called the acetate tow, to register those manufacturers to identify what's being delivered. And we further enhanced the oversight of raw leaf tobacco, including strengthening compliance and enforcement provisions. We've acted on, we've actually engaged with greater enforcement activity. We are working alongside the Indigenous communities as well to ensure that they benefit from the very product that's being produced and being exported for their benefit. So we're looking at economic development opportunities, legitimize some of that activity. Also recognize that the federal government do take their cut and the province of Ontario does not. So we're looking at trying to correct the matter.
Well, Mr. Speaker, back to the minister. Obviously, you're not doing enough, and so I'll give you an example, a successful example out there that their government should be following. It's from Quebec. So in 2009, Quebec launched its Access to Back program, which gave new powers to law enforcement officers and provided them with the resources they needed to fight contraband tobacco. Since then, they've had a 50% reduction in contraband tobacco sales in Quebec, and millions of new tax dollars have been generated. So, Mr. Speaker, the government needs to actually do something to target criminal networks and stop the smuggling and distribution of contraband tobacco. So my question to the minister, why won't this government give our police officers the resources they need to actually enforce the law and stop the spread of contraband tobacco?
Mr. Speaker, we actually have increased supports for the police activity and around contraband tobacco, as well as those off reserve where criminal activity have been occurring, in fact, have been catering to young people, which are trying to curb and correct. We're also, as I said, looking very closely with Indigenous communities, looking at the abilities for self-regulation, and it's been working. Because of the work of our Minister of Indigenous Affairs, we have actually had much better dialogue and efforts to try to curb the activity and work alongside the members of our communities for the benefit of safeguarding our students and our children, at the same time ensuring that we legitimize the activities for the benefit of our economy as well. And Smoke-Free Ontario has done a tremendous job, more importantly, of curbing the activity of tobacco overall in this province.
Thank you.